Hello and welcome to day 14 of the Emergent series. By the end of this video, you will know how do you integrate Calendly within your app using Emergent. So let's get started and see how Emergent makes this integration simpler. I'm going to add a very simple prompt, which is I would like to add Calendly integration to the app where each user can link their Calendly account and team members can book calls with each other. We will use OAuth method for the same. Only team members should be able to see others' booking link. What are the details required from our side, right? So I'm going to send this prompt and let's wait for agent to ask us questions as it does always. Okay, so it's asking us for a few details. Let's go ahead and give those details. Firstly, Calendly OAuth credentials. So we have to create an app and then put this as redirect URL. Okay, so let's go to that, and that will be developers Calendly. Okay, let's search for it, and it will take us to this particular link, which is developer.calendly.com. Okay, or you can directly go to developer.calendly.com. We'll have to create an account here separately, and I'm going to use Google to create an account. One of the email address I'll use. Now, once I've created my account on Calendly developer, I'll have to create a new app. Okay, and let's call this as task flow. Kind of app is web. Environment type is sandbox for production. Let's go with production. Redirect URI. This is where we have to give the redirect URI, and we already have that available from our agent. So I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. Click on save and continue. Once you do this, you're going to get your client ID. Copy that, come back, and we can give those details. Client ID and then client secret. We'll come back and this is the client secret. So I'll click on copy and we'll paste it here. Let's move on. The second detail that it asks us is booking link display. Where should team members see Calendly booking links? In team settings, members tab next to each member, new schedule tab in team settings, or third one on user profile settings page. Okay, in task assignment dialog to schedule about a task. Combination of above. Okay, let's go with A in team settings members tab. So if I go to team, then I can see all the members over here. So just over here, they can add. So I go with A for now. Right, Calendly features. What should users be able to do? Just display booking link. Click to book on Calendly site, embed calendar widget in app, see availability in line. Okay, so let's go with B here, right? So we'll go with B. Show upcoming scheduled events, all of above. So we'll go with B over here, right? Now in the fourth one, it's asking us connection flow required. All users must connect Calendly to use app, right? So optional users can choose to connect, shows not connected if they don't. Admin only, only team owners, admins connect. So we will use B here, right? So if the user has not yet connected, then it will show not connected. That's fine. Fifth one, what to show for each team member. Just primary scheduling link, all their event types like 30 minutes call, 1 hour meeting, and so on and so forth, or availability status. Okay, so let's put it this way. Let us show the book a call button for each member. And when we click on that button, let it take to a page where we can show all available booking options, right? Now, sixth one, it's asking for privacy. Everyone in team sees everyone's booking link. Only admins see all link. Users can choose who sees their link. We can make it as everyone can be seeing team members booking link. So we have given these details to the agent. Let's wait and watch what it does with these details. So it has already done a few steps. Like it says, let me implement Calendly integration with OAuth and embedded booking widget. Now add Calendly configurations to server.py. That's exactly what it is doing right over here. Now update user model to include Calendly feeds, right? So this is not what it is asking us to do, but it is telling its own agent what its agent has to do, right? That is basically what's happening over here. Code changes. Okay, and then Calendly OAuth endpoints are being added. Let me add them before the health check, it says, and also user settings page to add Calendly connection, right? And it is now processing next steps. Let's wait. It has already made some changes. We can see it over here. In the member section, we have a schedule option which says not available, which means we have still not connected our Calendly, right? Let's wait and watch. Where do I connect my Calendly from? It's finally restarting the backend and checking both the services. Okay, so it says the Calendly integration is now implemented with the following feature: OAuth connection from user settings, including connect and disconnect option, booking capabilities for team members via a new scheduled column, and booking page showing event types, secure storage of tokens and scheduling URLs with privacy limited to team members. Okay, now I'm going to my Calendly account. I've already created one. Okay, let's quickly check what are the options available. Okay, so I just have one, which is 30 minutes meeting, right? So I'll go back to our app, refreshing this. I'll go to team section. This is where we can see schedule is not available. So it should be in the profile section. And here we have this connect Calendly. So I'm going to click on this. Let's see what happens. So it's taking us to calendly.com OAuth authorize, right? So I have to give my access of my Calendly account to Taskflow. I'll click on this. Okay, so this didn't get connected yet, right? So I'm going back to team section. Yes, it's not yet available. So I'm going back to Emergent and I'll tell this. So let's mention it to the agent. And I'm going to say something like, I can see connect Calendly on user's profile section. But when I click on that button, the following happens. It takes me to Calendly screen for authorization, but when it returns back, it doesn't show connected. So I'm not sure if the connection has happened properly or not. Now it is checking for the backend logs to see if the Calendly OAuth callback was triggered and if tokens were saved. So you can see here, found the issue. The callback is trying to use get current user, which requires cookie parameter, but we are not passing. Let me fix the callback. And so it says it has got it done. Okay, and I'm going to test it again. So for that, I'm going to refresh. I am still in the user settings screen. I'll click on connect Calendly, connect to Calendly. And you can see that it says it is connected, right? Now let me actually go to my screen over here, copy this link and open it up. You can see it is calendly.com/rnh-rit7 30 minutes. If I come back here, it shows calendly.com/rnh-rit7, which is the exact link. Okay. Of course, this has 30 minutes because I've opened a particular meeting type. Okay. This is good. Now, if I go back to team section, you can see here it says book a call. Now I connected my own Calendly and it shows book a call to myself. This should not happen. So I'm going to tell that to the agent. But before that, I will go to this particular account and see if I can book a call with this user. So here I'm logged in into this particular account. And now I'll click on book a call. It takes me to book a call with Ritesh Agde. And I've got this 30 minutes meeting, right? That's exactly what I have on my Calendly account. So if I go here and let's say create one more. Okay, I'm going to create one more, which let's call it as one-on-one. Okay, and I'm going to call this as testing Calendly. Okay, let me make it as 60 minutes, right? Availability weekdays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and all of that is good. Let me click on create. So we've got this. Okay, I'll say it is Zoom call. Click on save changes, right? And now I have two types of meeting. Okay, when I go back here and refresh the screen, I can see two of them. This is 30 minutes meeting and it's for 30 minutes. Testing Calendly is something that I created just now, which is for 60 minutes, right? Now, when I click on select time, it actually takes me to the Calendly screen where I can schedule an appointment, right? Now here I have to give my name and email address. So let me ask the agent to do this change. So I'm going to tell the agent, when we open the link to book a call with team member, could you send the name and email as URL parameters so that the user does not have to fill in those information? Okay, what do I mean by that? So I come back here, and month and date anyways we allow the user to select, right? But we can send other details, something like name equals to Ramesh and email equals to abcd@wit7.com. If I enter, when I select the date and the time and click on next, you can see this name and email already filled in. Sorry, I mistakenly pressed X. And I want the agent to already send those details in the parameter. Okay, so I'll mention those. Let's wait for it. And you can see here, it has understood our requirement and it says, let me update the booking URLs to include the current user's name and email as pre-filled parameters. Okay, that's precisely what we want. Let's wait and watch. And it says it is done. So let's go back to this particular screen. Okay, I'm going to close this and I'll just refresh it once just to be sure. And I'll click on this. So you can see here, we have got the name, which is Rit7 Service, and email as well. Okay, now I'll click any particular date and time, click on next. My name and email is already pre-filled. I can see testing. I'll click on scheduled event. So you are scheduled. That's how simple it is for you to add Calendly integration within your app. Now, your question could be, why not directly connect Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar? You could do that. We've already covered how do you connect with Google Sheets and Google Drive. Similar process could be adapted for Google Calendar as well. But please understand that you will have to manage the required times and everything for every user on your app. We just wanted to show you how integrations work with Calendly. So the heavy lifting is done by Calendly, and then you can integrate that within the app. Now, it takes us to the Calendly page, right? You could also use APIs to get those information within the app so that the booking can happen. But I believe Calendly requires you to be on the paid plan to be able to access that via APIs. But again, if you're on the paid plan, just let Emergent Agent know that you are on a paid plan and the entire booking needs to happen within your application, and Emergent will do the rest. I hope you're finding these videos helpful. And if so, please share it with others who are looking for these videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.